What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in here for another video and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. We're going to be coming at you today with some sandblasting and some basic maintenance things. Like I said, we're working towards that goal, getting all this stuff prepped and ready to go for Innovative. And in the meantime, when we have some stuff out of the way, we're going to be working on that PCV reroute and cleaning it up a little bit, doing some wire loom, some basic things. But I got some good tips for you guys, and I think you guys will find some interest in this. So we're going to get going. All right, guys. So we're gonna be going over what we're gonna be doing to this thing here over the next day or two. So basically, I'm taking all these pieces out and getting them powder coated. Now, the hot side intercooler pipe, I put the stock one back in. By the bends, it resembles the factory one, and this boot was another part of the problem. So what we had was that boot stuck out too far, and it was real tight against this power steering line. And the HSP one is a straight shot into the intercooler, and when I get the new one in, I'll compare those for you guys, and we'll get to see the differences. But basically, we're going to be taking this out. Look at this coolant bridge here. All these pieces, I got to sandblast the intake, and we'll show you that process. I'm going to be redoing this hose here, the PCV reroute, because the guy whoever did it used the wrong size hose, and it just doesn't look that good, and it doesn't fit very good. So we're going to be redoing that. We're going to be wire looming any open wires like this vane sensor here. I got new fuel line for coming off the filter housing here because those are dry rotted. So those are the basics for now. So a little update here. Last night we did get the PCV reroute done. So you can see I redid that. This hose was really tight, I'm not gonna lie, but I definitely know I won't have leaks this time. So yeah, we just rerouted it a little different, cleaned up those fittings down in there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. Today we're going to be sandblasting this here. We're going to do this one too, I think. Just the little stuff, and then next weekend we'll get it all ripped out and take it down to Innovative, finish sandblasting anything else we got to do. These are the fuel lines that I took out that I was telling you about. They're actually not too bad, but they are a little dry rotted. There we go. You can see they got a little bit of dry rot starting. So we got our new 1/2-inch hose here. We're going to get it sized up and back into the filter housing. This is your into the engine, this terminal here, and then this one here, and then this is your return, and this is the return on the housing. Make sure you match them up right. Yeah, so let's get started on that. Then we'll start moving into tearing this thing down more and start sandblasting. So here we have it. We got our new hoses in. Actually, in my opinion, I think it looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, so no more dry rotted hoses. Now we're gonna move on to doing some sandblasting. So something I wanted to show you guys before I move on was this tool here. It's called the Craftsman AccuCut. I mean, you can use it for pretty much anything, but I use it specifically for cutting hose and like stuff like wire loom. If it has a fresh blade in it, it literally makes the cleanest cuts of anything that I've ever used. You can't beat it. It also works good for this stuff because the wire loom's kind of a pain in the butt to cut. But you see all that wire loom sitting there. So coming back to here, I think I mentioned this before, but we're going to be basically going through this thing. There's a bunch of open wires, and that vane sensor's one, this white one here. My EGT probe wire up there. There's some stuff over here, like that fuel pump relay harness. So just stuff like that we're going to be cleaning up. And there's a lot of places where electrical tape's coming off, and we're just going to be cleaning up some stuff to protect wires and make it look better. So that's the plan, but we're going to get to sandblasting. So we're going to get the first piece ready here to sandblast. Here's the gun I use. I used it on that other intercooler pipe that you saw. It works really good. It takes a while. It uses a lot of air. It makes a mess, and it uses quite a bit of sand. You guys will get to watch me see how many times I fill that little gun up. But I mean, hey, it does. It gets the job done. So here we go. Just to show you, I actually ran out and this is all the farther I got. But I mean, if I can get it to focus on the... It leaves a nice textured finish, so it's perfect for powder if you're going to get these powder coated or even painted. Yeah, stuff will stick to it nice, but it's really messy and it takes a long time. You know, it's a good do-it-yourself way, and I mean, I like to do things myself, so you can see out there a little bit of a mess. So, but does the job. So I'm going to give you a quick look here. We got everything wire loomed, like that vane sensor there. We got the EGT sensor, re-electrical taped some stuff, but there's still more of that to do. But you can see I got everything all wire loomed up. Now wire loom's important because in an engine bay like this, a lot of wires rub against things, and eventually they wear through the insulation over time and can cause a fire, you know, or a short. So it is good to wire loom everything. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pain in the ass. It takes a lot of time, you know, but it does. It cleans up things a little bit. It makes it look a little nicer, and it does serve a purpose. So if you got extra wires hanging around, or you put some stuff in, you got to run some wires through the engine bay, definitely take the time to wire loom it. So I'm going to show you what piece I just took out here. So what we took out was the oil fill tube. You can see the inlet right there. You can see there's one screw right there, and then there's that screw down there. 2 screws, it comes right out. Now around the fan shroud there was a big guard here, and there was a little bracket that came off the fill tube and attached that fan guard. Well, I took the fan guard out because it was always in the way. It took up a ton of space. There's no point of it. You can actually see right there is another bracket for it down there. So what I'm doing, I got the fill tube in the vise. So this was the bracket that I was talking about. What I did is I just cut it off, and then we're going to grind this down nice and smooth. Then we're going to sandblast this piece and get it ready for powder coat. So here we go. We got the finished product here. A couple minutes of grinding. All I was using was just a good old flap disc. These things work pretty good. Another one we're also going to be doing while I'm thinking about it is when this coolant bridge comes out. I actually bent this one up. This is another bracket that's just kind of in the way. We're going to be doing the same exact thing with that one once we take this out, but I won't be taking that out till next weekend when everything comes out. So we got plenty of stuff now, but we also got a new tool here. So this is basically the same thing I was using, except now we have a big tank. You just dump your stuff right in, hook it up to the air. It's literally the same concept as that. So we got the oil tube sandblasted and back in. See, no more bracket. There was the bracket hung around straight out to here. So that's all done. We got this tube all sandblasted up. Now if you're wondering why I'm putting all this stuff back in and then taking it out next weekend, I don't really have another vehicle, so I have to get to school somehow. for the week, and then next weekend I'm going to rip it all apart and it's going to sit for an entire week. My good buddy Mark is going to take me to school, and he'll be my way around. But yeah, so next weekend will be when everything comes out. We'll have a couple more things to sandblast, and I'm actually pretty excited to get all this stuff back. It should look pretty good. And eventually I'll talk to you guys about why I'm doing this. And I basically gave up painting. I painted all this stuff myself. It didn't hold up good. So yeah, that's a wrap for today. With that being said, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. It was a quick one. I hope you guys learned a couple things, maybe took a couple tips out of it. Coming at you next time, we're going to be getting the rest of this stuff sandblasted, and then we'll be taking it down to Innovative to get painted. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have some more work coming at you. And as always, we will see you on the next one, but don't forget to like and subscribe.